Everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all some stocks that y'all should definitely keep on your watch list for tomorrow and for 2022 as well. I'm also going to be doing an update on some of the stocks that we've talked about here on this channel. And I'm going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who constantly drop those stocks of interest in the comment section of our last video right after the intro. Alright, y'all, before we begin, again, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in, alright? And also don't forget to subscribe if you are brand new to the channel. So let's begin. Right off the bat, we got the SPY over here, and in the last video, I shared with y'all that what I wanted to see, I wanted to see a massive drop on the 29th, right? Because that in that video I told y'all some stocks to watch to the downside. I wanted to see a massive sell-off, but we got just a brief one. It didn't last for too long. It only lasted for like an hour and buyers just stepped in immediately. And then there was this very dreadful consolidation. And then what happened today, which pretty much led to this little drop, was this. If you look at the 5-minute chart and we zoom in right here, let me just remove that. All right, there was this thing right there that actually broke down in the afternoon, like during power hour, and then there was just a massive sell-off, and so far it's just continuing down. So the move that I wanted to see got delayed to today. All right, so I do think that we're gonna drop all the way down to maybe even get below this level right here for the SPY and get to like 472-ish before rebounds. So expect this one to be just a little bit longer, like here, before we bounce into the new year. So right, so that's my very honest opinion on the overall market. Now, some stocks that y'all should keep in your watch list. The first one is NCLH. All right, and the reason why I want to share this one with y'all is because of this the travel sector in general. Every time they have a pump, they get sold upon, and today there was incredibly bearish news that caused the stock to tank even more today. It caused a massive selling pressure midday, and it closed really it closed not too strong right here. All right, it closed below $21, and if you look at the chart on here, the floor of this thing is right there at around like 20 bucks. All right, so definitely watch cruise lines for a drop at first and then a bounce right here at around like 20 bucks to the long side. All right, there is massive opportunity, well, in both directions. Honestly, there's some money to be made to the downside and also some money to be made on the rebound, and I think that it could rebound all the way up to like $26, or actually all the way up to $26 because of this thing right there, right here. Yeah, there's this giant gap to fill right there. Eventually it's gonna get filled at some point. The timing of it is the difficult part. Like, when is it going to get filled? That stays a mystery until the chart kind of simplifies its way along the way there, right? But until then, I don't know whether we're gonna get there before January 21, or whether it's gonna take a sweet time and take like 2 months actually to get there. So definitely keep cruise lines on your watch list. And also, just in general, the travel sector in general is not doing too well. If we take a look at BA as well, and we take a look at the 4-hour, again, we got the massive pump, and now it's just tired. It's just rolling over again. And I think that BA can drop along with the cruise lines all the way down to like here, to like $200 right there, right over here, before we see a bounce back up above 210. All right, so that's my very honest opinion on just that entire sector. Keep it in your watch list for next year. Now, Let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. The first one that we're going to discuss in this video, we're gonna talk about what happened with SQ. No, not with SQ. There you go. All right. So what happened with SQ? I made a previous video about this one to watch it for a bounce after this falling wedge right over here. All right. And after the falling wedge, it just would not get above that previous level of 272. This right there is irritating. And if you look at the wicks itself, if you look at the 4-hour, the longer the wicks are, the more sellers there are over here. So we got some sellers over here, and then we got some selling pressure again, this bearish hammer, and it just could not get above this level for us to see a continuation all the way to like $180. It's taking a sweet time, unfortunately. It is very aggravating, but how long is it gonna take to actually get there? I'm not really sure. I don't know exactly how long it's gonna take to get there. So be very patient. Again, this right here, if you bought stock in the company, this is Square, very reputable company. It is at previous levels of support right over here, right over here. All right, previous levels of support. So it may just bounce, take a sweet time, and then eventually curl back up and move up towards 180. All right, there is a lot of room right there. All right, but it's all about timing. Again, for option traders, it's really timing really matters. You don't want to get caught in the options and get crushed by theta. You don't want to do that. You want to get in at the right time and get out at the right time. So this is definitely something to keep in your watches for the next year as well. Now, the next stock that we're going to discuss in this video, we're going to talk about AFRM, which was a stock that I told y'all to watch in the last video actually for a drop. And the drop did happen, and we did make some money on there. The drop was right over here. The bear flag on the chart right there. All right, so on that day that followed, it broke down immediately, and there was like right over here, this is where we took some money off the table right there. And then the next day, I really didn't like the way it opened. I was looking for a massive flush to the downside right over here. All right, I was looking for a drop below 97 and all the way down to 96. And as soon as I saw that volume, this huge amount of buyers, right, compared to like the last volume from yesterday, we had to immediately close it. And plus, the stop loss for it was like $100. And as soon as that broke, again, all of the shorts who were in here all started to cover, and there was a lot of money flowing into the stocks that just got brutally beaten down for a while, right? Like stocks that are down by like 50-60%. There was a lot of money flowing in the small cap stock, and some money flowing in this one as well. The gap below is still there. I'm not fully bearish on this one. I'm kind of neutral at the moment. We'll see how the stock behaves throughout the next few days. All right, but as of right now, it's just I'm not into the stock at all, and I'm just patiently waiting to see what it's going to do next. Now, the next one that we're going to talk about is Nike. Somebody asked about Nike. Now, in regards to this one, I told y'all to be very patient with it because it's just chilling over here and not doing much. Tomorrow there may be an opportunity to the short side. As you can see, I have my alert on here. I am waiting for this thing. Again, it's just chilling over here. I don't like consolidation. I don't like it. Nobody likes consolidation because nobody wins. All right, so it's very aggravating, but the gap is still there, and they may just fail it at first before it bounces. That is something that I'm actually looking forward to. So we'll see how Nike behaves. And plus, there's this floor right there, which kind of broke down as well along with the overall market. So we'll see. We'll see if it can get all the way down to like $160. All right. And last stock that I want to talk about in this video, we're gonna talk about Nvidia. All right. In regards to Nvidia, I told y'all that I told y'all to expect this move right here. All right. So right after that video, it did drop to 295 to test that previous level of support, right? And then it bounced today. Tomorrow it could also get to like right here before bouncing again into the new year. I'm not bearish for next week, but for tomorrow there may be a little bit of turbulence. For tomorrow, tomorrow might definitely be red before we bounce onto the like the 320s and then to the 330s, but it's going to take some time as well. All right, and that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel a lot and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are brand new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community, you can find that as the very first link in the description of the video below. If you're not found on social media, you can find me at Ngumah and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, I left some very basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850 right after you sign up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ngumah with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video. All right, enjoy the outro.